What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, and hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rebel Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, we got a serious topic to talk about here. Serious topic to talk about here. Now, there have been rumblings, there have been rumors, there have even been other videos made about this topic I'm about to discuss. And the topic at hand in this video we're going to discuss is why 2K isn't as fun as it used to be. Now, let's speak on it. Now, I know a lot of people initially hear that or see the thumbnail and think, oh, well, I'm just being an old head, or I'm just not. This is not just my words, this is the words of the 2K community. This is for the veterans in the 2K community. This is for even the newcomers that come along, you know, and play the game and, you know, aren't as satisfied with it as they thought they should be. Now, having said all that, let's get into it. There are a few reasons why I think that 2K isn't as fun as it used to be, because let's just be honest. The feeling of coming home and turning on the Xbox or the PlayStation or whatever platform you play on, the feeling of coming home and turning on that system and having 2K there is just not the same as it used to be. It's just not there. And here are the reasons, in my opinion, why. One, as I stated in earlier videos, the fan base. The very fan base itself, if y'all haven't noticed, has changed drastically. No longer are we sitting here, you know, no longer are we playing this game with people that actually know how to play the game. No longer are we playing with people that have actual logic in their brains. The people we are playing with now are some fish stick eating, dino nugget eating, I can't wipe my ass clean, but yet somehow, some way through all of that, I think that I should have some input on how the game is played type people. You understand what I'm saying? Some young, some older, you know, call it what you want. But in my opinion, that's one of the reasons why the game is not as fun as it used to be. Because of the people online. The very fan base itself. Now, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just sitting there talking about, you know who I'm talking about. The exploit abusers. The people that just sit there and eat their dino nuggets and watch YouTube all day and pretend to be their favorite YouTubers just to ultimately fail. The ball hogs that don't know how to pass the ball, but yet somehow you're sorry because you went 1 for 2. Because they literally shot every other shot. You know, those people. Second reason why I think this game isn't as fun as it used to be, y'all. And no, it's not that I think that, oh, we just getting old or anything like that. I don't think it has anything to do with that, because my Uncle Terry, God rest his soul, was 65 years old still playing his video game. You understand what I'm saying? This is well before Twitch was even thought of. Things like streaming video games or putting video games on the internet was even thought of. You understand what I'm saying? If he was still alive right now, I guarantee you he'd plug in his Nintendo 64 or that Super Nintendo and play that Mega Man or that Banjo-Kazooie every single time. That was just his shit. That was just his games. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think it has anything to do with us getting older. However, I will say this. We do not have the same quality of devs that we once had. Now, I know people sitting there saying, well, Mike Wang and Ronnie 2K have been, even though Ronnie 2K is not really a developer. He's more of the hype man, you understand what I'm saying? But we don't have the same quality of developers we once had. The developers that used to make this game great, the developers that made you want to play their game, the developers that were more worried about you having fun playing the game and letting the game sell itself instead of having to trick you or almost force you into buying microtransactions or just trying to get you to buy the game just so you can have it, just say you have it instead of worrying about you know, having fun with the game, having a good quality game. Those guys are gone. They're long gone. And if they are still around, they don't have the bosses. They don't have the people at the head. They don't have the head developers they need to give them the platform they need to make great games again. You understand what I'm saying? To make great 2Ks again. The developers for these games that used to make these games great are no longer there. they've either been promoted, they've retired, or they're working on something else completely different because they just got tired of the corporate and the political BS that goes on with AAA games. They've started their own gaming company. They've started their own development company, things of that nature. So the developers that we once had are no longer there. And I think that's another reason why we don't have the quality of 2K that we used to have. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you don't when you have developers that simply don't know the sport or the category, if you will, of what they're doing, it makes it very difficult for them to make a good game because they simply don't know the sport. They don't know the activity going on. When you don't know that, that's just like asking someone who's never. That's just like asking someone who specializes in laying carpet, or someone that specializes in landscaping, asking them to fly a plane. You understand what I'm saying? They may be very good at what they do, but just because they're good at one thing doesn't mean that they're good at what you're asking them to do. Just because these guys are good at programming don't mean that they're actually good at making a game. There is a difference between programming and making a game. And these guys that we have now, these devs we have now, simply don't understand what it is to make a good game. They know how to program. They sure as hell know how to put in microtransactions, but they don't know how to program a game. And last but not least, I think the reasons why 2K is not as fun as it used to be, and I've stated this before in earlier videos as well, is simply because there's no competition. There's no competition. When you have devs, when you have a combination of newer fans that don't want to learn how to play the game but yet somehow, some way want to have the most input, when you have devs that simply don't know the activity of what they're trying to program, when you got devs that don't know how to make a good game, that only know how to program, and on top of not having any competition on top of that, when you have all of that, when you have that concoction, it gets to the end result gets to be a game that has all the potential in the world, but it's completely lackluster, and realizing that potential. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, those are the reasons why I believe that that 2K in particular, I'm not gonna say games in particular, that's a whole nother video, but 2K in particular is not as fun as it used to be. It just don't, as they say, it just don't hit like it used to. It hits different, but it hits in a way that I'm not really feeling. You understand what I'm saying? And it hits in a way that a lot of the 2K community is not feeling long term as well. Now, can these things be fixed? Absolutely, but until they are, y'all, get prepared for the long road. Get prepared for the long haul, because I don't see this changing anytime soon. It's unfortunate, but I just think that that's just the reality of the situation, and that's my opinion on why I think that 2K don't hit no more. Bad devs, bad fan base, and no competition. And that's just my opinion, man. But that's my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. My name is Rage King, and I will see y'all later. Have a good day.